it in HD.
Well, there you have it.
A couple of more W's in the rearview mirror for the Oklahoma teams. How about the number 6 Cowboys going down to Austin and getting that huge road win over the Longhorns, 38-26. That was impressive. Then the number 3 Oklahoma Sooners. Well, this win was not impressive, but a win just the same. 47-17, 30-point win on the road. I guess the Sooners will take it. Hi, and welcome to Week 7 of The Quest, sponsored by Call Okie. I'm your guy, David Fontenot, and I'll be leading you on a beautiful journey, ending with the week's top play, as determined by you, the viewers. So let's get started with play number 4. It's called Finally Finch. We're about 6 minutes into the second quarter. It's tied at 10 in Lawrence, as we all expected, right? Anyway, with Brendan Clay still hampered by a sore shoulder, it's the lightning quick Roy Finch who cuts in the end zone from 8 yards out. It's the Buff Little sophomore's first touchdown of the season. He finishes with 6 carries, 58 yards, and not bad, averaging 10 yards a carry. Sooners take a 17-10 lead. Never look back, eventually crushing Kansas 47-17 late on Saturday night. How about Roy Finch's tweet, at RoyFinch22? I thank every OU fan who believed in me and had faith in me. We all go through rough stages in life. I'm just glad I matured at the right time. I expect Roy to get some more playing time, averaging 10 yards a carry. So on we roll towards the premier play of the week as provided by the Sooners and Cowboys. Next up is the week's number 3 play. We call it Catching a Bullet. Now, I was quite taken with this play down in Austin for a few different reasons. You, however, were not so impressed. Well, shame on you. We pick up the action almost halfway through the first quarter with the score tied at 0. That's when Brandon Whedon absolutely guns it down the middle to Josh Cooper, who happens to have 3 guys around him with the great orange arm as it's sacked, and Cooper goes up and makes a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch for this 37-yard gain all the way down the 1-yard line. Joseph Randall scores on the next play as OSU takes a 7-0 lead on the road and goes on to win the tough one, 38-26.
Yeah, you know, it was one of those things that I threw it hard. I thought I threw it too hard and too high. I thought it actually ended up being a pretty good ball, but it was I thought I overthrew him by a few yards, and he made a pretty sweet catch. I wasn't able to see it, just my view. I wasn't able to see it, so I would watch the jumbotron. But yeah, it was like a play. I wish we'd have gotten for him and me. Wish we'd have gotten the end zone. That was a big time catch on his part.
Big time catch, what I tell you. At B Whedon 3, well, he's not happy with bandwagon fans. Listen up, people. Crack me up. When it's good, it's all good. And it's not perfect. Every time, people jump off. Ha ha. Hashtag scratching my head. Hashtag we won. Remember that, people. You won. Onward and upward, as we like to say here at The Quest. And as usual, the top 2 plays garnered the large majority of the votes. It was a valiant effort for Mr. Smith. But in at number 2 is Burnt Orange. We return to Darrell K. Royals Memorial Stadium for this one. About 4.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Cowboys lead by a touchdown and are deep in their own territory, but not for long. That's because Mr. Smith likes going to Austin. This sophomore is a heat-seeking missile, and it doesn't hurt. There was a hole big enough for Bevo to run through. Untouched, 74 yards later. Yeah, we're going to call that a touchdown. Blackman's the only one that can tackle him. OSU goes up 38-24. Of course, would win 38-26, thanks to the heady safety by Whedon late in the game.
I can't remember the play, but I just remember seeing this wide open hole from the line, and they continue to get better each and every week, and in those type of opportunities, you just got to take it, and I did.
He was averaging about 20 yards a carry, I believe, so I might give him the ball a little bit. It's about that time when we unveil the treasure at the end of our arduous quest. You do enough digging, and you're bound to find the number 1 play, sponsored by Call Okie. Of course, you do too much digging in your backyard, you're bound to find trouble. So remember to call 811 before you dig. Number 1 is no big surprise. With 48% of the votes, it's Broyles' broken record. It's halfway through the second quarter. No, this was just too easy. Landry Jones finds a wide open Ryan Broyles for the 57-yard touchdown pass. You're supposed to be guarding a guy that is tied for the NCAA record in completions. How does he get open by a full 5 yards? Anyway, we're not complaining, except for Kansas not recognizing the accomplishment in any way. Super Senior knew that what he had done, and so does happy teammates. OU goes up 24-10 and wins 47-17. Broyles set 3 records in the game, 2 on this play. Breaks the NCAA record for career receptions, now has 326. Breaks the Big 12 record for touchdown receptions, and he had 217 yards in the game alone. Landry Jones completed 29 of 48 passes for 363 yards, 3 touchdowns with 1 interception. Everyone was happy about this.
You know, I was in the moment. You know, I was out there just running, hoping I'd score on it.
Oh yeah, he deserves it. You know, he's a great guy, great player. Did a good job just running by that guy and kind of just made a good throw tonight and put it out there for him.
Ryan Broyles was just out of this world. Here's a guy that, you know, when you set a national record, that's pretty special. And to do it like he did with over 200 yards and had a huge night.
So what did the record holder have to say? At Ryan Broyles tweeted, "Thank you for thank you all for the love. Couldn't do it without great players around me. Love them and love the fans. Really appreciate you all. Hashtag blessed." Of course, you don't have to be an NCAA record holder for us to read your tweet on the show, but it sure would help. Anyway, here's our addresses that you can send your questions, comments, whatever you want to call them. Facebook, News OK Sports. And of course, on Twitter, at @the_Quest or hashtag the Quest. You might find what you say, put it on the show, you never know. So, that's going to do it for another edition of The Quest. Of course, we're going to take you to our next week's schedule. And let's see, OSU will play at Missouri. That is a big hurdle, maybe the final huge hurdle for the Cowboys. 11 a.m. on Saturday at Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri. And then the Sooners will play the number 3 Oklahoma Sooners will play at home, Texas Tech, 7 o'clock Saturday night against those rumbling, rambling Red Raiders. So that's going to do it for another edition of The Quest. We will see you next week.